Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Sent with Emphasis. I'm here with two very important guests, Anthony Grebe and Steve Braatz. Hello, guys. How are you doing?
What's up? Doing fucking awesome.
Couldn't be better.
Honestly.
Yep. We are now on, what do they call these, cuts?
I think this is take 400.
Take 400.
We're not sure, though.
We're trying.
I will say, on my walk in here to the studio, I walked by a guy doing algorithms, and that reminded me of college. So it's cool.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
They are walking through my studio, which is in my college library, and we're all pretty
Can't
drunk.
talk about the location.
Can't talk about the location, of course. And seeing them walk through this campus is actually so many. They're both in like their construction, like sweatshirts, outfits. And we're like, yeah, no, we're here. We're showing up and we're ready to rock.
We rock the high vis.
Yeah.
Blue collar.
Blue collar. Pretty much. Did you guys always know you were going to go into construction? Is that kind of like how that went for you guys?
God, no. I grew up pulling teats. Best job in the world. But,
Really?
yeah, grew up milking cows. But I did not think I was going to get into construction. But it's a good job. I'll say that.
I went to school for accounting.
You did not fucking go to school for accounting. There is no fucking way you went to school for accounting.
Graduated with an accounting degree, and
I do not believe that for a second.
I
It only
pull out
took
my
you,
UW. I can't say the word.
7.5?
7.5 years. Yep.
It took me a full decade to finish my accounting
Should be a
degree.
doctor.
Yeah, I was well on my way to getting my CPA too, but then
What happened?
my job called and they said, "Do you want to be miserable 7 days a week and hate your life when you go home at night?" And I said, "Nothing sounds better." So construction was the life for me. I love where I work. I love what I do. I am not going to talk shit about that.
Absolutely fucking not.
But
Guys, we have some sad news. This is Grebe's last Wednesday before he moves off to the wonderful state of Nebraska.
yep, cannot give out any actual coordinates or anything of my actual whereabouts for the safety of this program.
For the safety of this
Future
program.
Cornhusker.
Yep,
Are you excited?
absolutely not.
Honestly, I think that there are worse states.
I would say Nebraska is a bottom 7 state to live in.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about at drinks before you showed up.
Sure.
What do we think is a worse state than Nebraska?
Oh, Rhode Island.
Really? I think
Really,
Rhode
I think
Island's
anywhere
pretty-
on the East
I
Coast.
take that back. Rhode Island calls them bubblers. They're
I'm
fine
going to
over
go
there.
2 automatically, and that's North and South Dakota.
Illinois, for sure.
You think?
But
Bottom
Illinois has
feeders.
Chicago.
Chicago, like
Chicago's
there's just a
great.
slim
Chicago's
chan-
awesome. But anything outside
going-
of Chicago, I mean, other than St. Louis, but
St. Louis is Missouri.
Or it isn't in Illinois.
true. Cut that. Cut that. Cut that.
Get that out of
Cut
there.
that. Cut that.
We didn't actually go to college and get degrees. We're just like,
They're just here. I actually don't know either one of these guys. I just picked them
Somehow.
up off the street.
I will go ahead and say Iowa is hands down below Nebraska. I would be in Nebraska over Iowa.
Yeah.
Even like Iowa City.
Yes.
Okay.
I think Omaha, oh shit. I gave my city away. The
you
trackers
want to?
can,
Does it
yeah, I
matter?
don't give a shit.
Okay.
I think Omaha is a nicer city than anything Iowa has to offer. I'm going to go ahead and say the North and South Dakotas. I don't have any bad things to say, but it's just like
They're beautiful, but like, what are you going to do?
cold
in there?
and shitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are you going to do?
do there? I mean,
So you think those two are below
Those
Nebraska?
are 3.
Okay. What
Montana
about, like,
and like
Kansas?
Idaho. Do you find some cool things out there?
Are you
Idaho-
kidding me? Montana and Idaho are beautiful.
I
Yeah,
see.
Montana's
That's why I have a
beautiful.
hard time. Like,
What about like Kansas?
well, Nebraska's over Kansas for sure. I think going back to Idaho and what was the other one?
Montana.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you think it gets old after like a week, and then you still come back and say, "Damn, there's nothing to do"?
No. So I feel like it's seasonal there. I mean, in the winter you ski. It's gorgeous.
Okay.
There's also cities there. So like you
Yep.
have the life there plus the mountains. You know?
True.
yeah, if you
Keep
were
in mind, I'm going to move to a city.
Okay, let's just put it on the table. Grebe's going to Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah. So,
Just putting it all out there.
yeah, take with that what you want.
Yeah.
Not a great.
The city that never sleeps, right? That's what they call that.
I heard it was Sin City North is what they call it.
Is
great
there-
steaks. Great steaks.
Uh,
they have beautiful meat there.
Yes.
Actually?
Oh, yeah. They're known for their meat.
Nebraska is?
Omaha and
Omaha and steaks.
so Omaha.
No way. Okay.
Omaha is known for two things: Berkshire Hathaway,
Strippers.
big Warren Buffett guy,
Okay.
and meat.
Okay.
My parents and my lovely girlfriend live on Draco. Shout out.
Shout out. Love you.
Went down to move like my stuff into my apartment last Thursday, and we got reservations at. It was called Omaha Prime.
What
And
an
it was-
original creative name that is.
Right. And it was ranked number, I think, 12 out of 37 steakhouses in Omaha, downtown Omaha. But it was pretty fucking good.
Actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
37 steakhouses in Omaha is pretty impressive.
right. And if you know my eating habits, love meat. No.
Is that your favorite meal?
I love food. I love steak. So, like,
No.
good place for me to be going. Well, as good as Omaha, Nebraska is going to be.
Did we talk about Maine?
I think Maine's not that. Anything on the East
Lobster.
Coast,
They
I
got
think you can
lobster.
call not bad.
Lobster.
I think
Maine is beautiful,
Yes,
I feel like. Yeah.
I say no doubters. Iowa, there's just nothing good about Iowa. No. The North and South Dakotas. You said Kansas before.
I just feel like Kansas, yeah. Like there's not a whole lot there that I've heard of.
Here's a hot one. New Mexico.
Okay, that's fair.
You have
Utah?
the weather in New Mexico all year round, but at the same time, I mean, you were with me when we drove through New Mexico to Arizona. It's literally hundreds of miles of desert.
And it's a desert, but it's not Arizona. Like Arizona's great. It has a lot going for it. There's a ton going on. New Mexico is just like
What's
the
the
boring
biggest city
side of
in New Mexico?
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. I would think that's capital.
Where the fuck is Albuquerque? Is that embarrassing?
Or is Albuquerque?
That's New Mexico.
Oh.
Is Albuquerque
Yes.
the
Is that
capital?
like a big city?
I don't know how big of a city that is.
Albuquerque's
I
the capital, I think.
legitly might put that below Omaha, Nebraska.
Grebe, I think you might like Omaha, Nebraska more than you think.
There's a slim chance. I personally am going there with the lowest possible expectations,
That's right.
with the worst attitude possible. So when this ends up being not that bad, I can look back at my experience and say, it wasn't that bad.
What were your thoughts when you were first told that you were moving there?
What are my first thoughts? Well, I got the call. It was like 6:25 on a Tuesday morning. So like I'm not even all there yet. And I got a call from one of my lovely coworkers and said, "What are your thoughts of doing this?" And you know, every other 26-year-old that lives with their parents, don't pay rent. Why not? So said sure, and didn't really think twice about it.
It is part of the job, though, what we do in construction. Everyone that we talk to in the office has moved at some point. I just got lucky enough. I got to move to La Crosse for 2 years.
Yeah, I feel like
So
this
I mean,
is just kind of a
right. This is a bigger
tough
move.
pull.
It's tough. You'll have a house by the time you get back, it sounds like.
I am building a house, as I will not be within 600 miles of it. So that should be an interesting.
that is so
Seems smart.
tough.
That'll be an interesting go as well.
Okay, would you guys rather live in the East Coast or the West Coast?
East Coast. I only say that I think West Coast weather is probably better, but me personally, the people on the East Coast, I think I would get along a lot better with than on the West
Okay.
Coast.
The drunk asshole and idiots.
Yes,
I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
I think of cities like Boston
That'd be awesome.
or
Yeah,
like
Boston's great.
some of the Carolinas. My one thing on the West Coast, we were in Las Vegas for March Madness last year. There is nothing better than West Coast time zones for sporting events.
Oh, yeah. That's
Why
true.
so?
Every game, well, this is in line with the line of work that Steve and I do, where start early in the morning, so we get done earlier in the afternoon, normally home by 4:35, and
Big
if,
corporate America, guys.
Oh yeah, 9 to 5. What do you know? Yeah, we're normally done home by like 5:30ish. In the Central and East sports again, East time zone, you're waiting until like 7, 8 o'clock for sporting events, where on the West Coast, college football starts at 9 a.m. NFL football starts at 10 a.m. You know how much wasted time is on my like Saturdays and Sundays in the fall? Like, what am I going to do this morning until I can watch
Okay, I feel like that's
college
fair.
or NFL football?
That's very fair.
Yeah, when you're used to getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, even when it comes to the weekends, you can go out till 2 in the morning. But trust me, I wish I could sleep until 10, 11, but just can't.
You just can't.
When 7, 8 o'clock comes rolling around.
How did you guys adapt to waking up early? Do you ever? Like, does it ever get easy waking up at 6 a.m.? Because I feel like anytime someone does, it's like your first thought is, I just want to go back to bed. Like, I hate myself. I hate my life.
I'll say this. It never becomes easy. It does become a habit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you'll never be pleased with waking up early in the morning. But at some point, it's just like, I just can't even sleep anymore. So I'm up and at 'em for the day. And like Steve said, you're out until bar close on a weekend, and you're up at 7 a.m., and it's like, what do we do?
Yep. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, off of that, mountains, beach, or city, where would you rather live?
Mountains.
Really?
For me personally.
Yeah.
Just where how I guess how I grew up a little bit. I would love to live in the mountains, love to be by myself. The way the kind of the world is going nowadays too, I have learned to love to enjoy time with myself.
Look
just
at
with my
you.
close.
So
Right. It's something.
Steve, we're getting so fucking serious. We're supposed to be hammered on this
Right.
podcast.
We are supposed to be
And we are.
we are supposed to be hammered. As you get older too, and you get out of college, a lot of my best friends have moved away. Everyone is hundreds, thousands of miles away from me. So you have to learn to love to spend time by yourself. I would love to live in the mountains. I would love to experience that. If I could work out there, it doesn't even have to be a lucrative job. I wouldn't even care. That would be for me personally, just the way that I grew up.
That's awesome.
That would be my, I guess, thing. I don't know about Grebe. I feel like he's
Grebe,
more
what
of a-
about you?
I don't know though. I feel like
What'd
he's
you
more of
got?
a city boy.
Yeah, city.
I hate fucking cities. Mostly because I hate traffic. And I hate people.
And
I can't
That's
walk
true.
around any place.
if anyone hates anybody more, it's Anthony fucking Grebe.
Yeah.
So
Guy's got shit to talk.
Yeah.
I would say find me on a beach.
Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
That means the weather's always, you'd like to think, always nice. Problems go away when you're at the beach. That's all I really have for that one.
I
and
love
I hate
that.
people in the city.
And I hate people in general. Anyways, love that. That's
What's
funny.
yours though, Katie?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I'd probably say beach first, then mountains, then city. I just feel like I don't need to be in a city. I don't need to be by 100 people. And I feel like we grew up in a small town, like
just
wasn't
gonna
a city
say.
by any means, and we're always surrounded by people.
Where we grew up, big city is not our deal.
No.
Like, that's just not how we roll.
I feel like anyone who's genuinely from where we're from and like loves it as much as we do, the city's just kind of like,
And,
why? Like,
like,
it's fun and there's no hate to the
right.
city. I think moving there
we were
is
talking,
fun.
yeah,
There's a
we
time
were talking
and place.
about that earlier. Like Chicago is one of my favorite cities to visit.
Yeah.
But like weekend, I'm good.
Yeah.
After that,
But
I'm
after
fine.
that,
it's like,
Yeah,
I'm
I ain't
good.
living there. Like I am not living there.
Exactly.
There's a crazy thing in this world called like cars, and they can take us to the city when we want to go, and we can leave when we want to fucking leave. And I'd say like that's where people like us thrive. We can go when we want to go and leave when we want to leave. I could never live my day-to-day life in the middle of a big city.
Wait, speaking of, do you guys remember when you had the same exact car? You guys had like matching Jeeps. What was that? Was that intentional?
No, so I got the Jeep first. Let's get
Let's
let's
set
get
this-
this straight. Let's actually set the tone here. I got the Jeep first, and I don't know, it was like a month, maybe 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, Grebe comes rolling in with a lifted Jeep. It's got bigger wheels than mine, bigger rims, looks nicer. I was like, oh, okay.
Typical.
I guess I see how it is. I
Typical.
mean, I thought I was the Jeep guy. He did sell it after, I don't know, 8 months.
I will say
Dished it.
I'm an impulse buyer and I have a car problem. So I am now 26 and I think I am on my 7th purchased car. So it's more of just
Don't take it personally. It's me.
I see things. I will admit I saw Steve's red Jeep. I liked it.
Wasn't it white?
No, mine was white.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The lifted, sexy.
Got it.
White.
Every time I'd get in that car, all the above was
That's
playing.
how we got
I swear
Liv.
to God.
Shout out Doyle Kelly.
Is that his song? No,
We
his
just
song's
kinda
right
listen-
above it.
No, but we kind of listen to that song all the time.
Oh, it's kinda your
And I
guys'
feel like
thing.
whenever I was picking you up, I was just probably picking you up with other people. Or
Whenever I was pulling up,
you guys would always call my touchscreen thing the pear
the
pod.
pear pad. Yeah, we always did that because it was ginormous, and it took up like half of
Half
the
that.
fucking windshield. Like you couldn't even see around it. Where are we going? I don't fucking know. I'm just seeing all the above by
Everything
T-Pain or
everything
whoever.
that mine had, Grebe's had just a little bit better. I was like, I see how this is going.
Typical.
No, but yeah, I
Just
saw
always trying to
Steve's.
one up everybody.
I liked it. The following Monday, I was scrolling the internet and I was like, "Oh, this one looks nice." Went to the dealership, bought it, took it home, and 7 months later, sold it.
What
So,
car do you have now?
I have a Dodge Ram truck guy.
Blue collar truck.
When you're
guy.
as blue collar as we are, trucks are needed.
All right, best city in America. Go. Can I guess your answer?
You know my answer.
Vegas.
Yes.
Okay, Greavy or Steve. What about yours?
Nashville.
Nashville.
Big time, me too, baby.
Nashville.
Let's go.
Easy. That's so easy.
I will. With Steve and I feel like it's Las Vegas, Nashville is 1A, 1B for me, and I can almost say for Steve, Nashville, Vegas is 1A, 1B with him. They're kind of
For sure.
They both have their perks. Nashville's great for guys' weekend, couples' weekend, bachelor parties, bachelorette parties. You go there, impossible not to have a good time. You booze your brains out. Vegas
Gamble
is
your
just
money
Vegas.
away.
Gamble.
Yeah.
I mean, you run around though. I mean, people watching in Vegas is so fun as well.
Yeah.
I mean, the last time we were in Vegas, these guys were sitting at a table on Fremont. I literally just walked the streets of Fremont by myself for probably 2 hours, just by myself.
That's
It was
hilarious.
awesome. Like,
Yeah.
I love that. Like I'm a wanderer when I get drunk.
That's good.
I mean,
Creepy, I feel like you are too. No, you're a big Irish goodbye guy.
yeah.
Huge.
He gets to a point where
I'm
he's Creepy,
good.
he's gone. You
I'm
don't know.
good. This guy is great.
Yeah.
Phenomenal even.
And I feel, anyone knowing me that listens to this podcast, you've been a victim before. It's
Yeah.
when Anthony's ready to leave,
time to go.
he's long gone, and you don't see him again. I just want to bring this up.
Yeah.
You're going to Vegas.
I am going to Vegas
First
in
time?
24 hours.
First time.
Oh my God, 24 hours I'll be in Vegas. That
So
makes
by
me
the
nauseous.
time this pod drops,
Oh, I'll be back from
back
Vegas.
from Vegas.
Hopefully brutally ill. Just kidding. Probably though.
Seriously, how do you think you're going to be feeling?
T Swift though.
Yeah, I'm seeing Taylor Swift and I'm going to sob my eyes out. I don't think my listeners know this. I'm a massive Taylor Swift fan. Like, this is my first time in Vegas since I was 12. So first time of age. Everything I know from Vegas is from my dad and my older brother and my mom, which if anyone listening knows my dad, my older brother, or my mom, you have a good idea on what perception I get of Vegas. So I'm excited. I feel like I know what I'm getting. I
Do you
feel
have
like
a top 3 things you're most excited for or want to try? I feel like we're interviewing you now, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually
like it.
very curious.
well, besides the Taylor Swift concert, I mean,
Everywhere you
Everything
walk,
in
there's a
Vegas
casino.
is different.
okay, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the drinks. I'm just excited to walk around and like be in the atmosphere because I don't know what to expect. What are 3 things? I'm gonna flip it on you guys. What are 3 things you think I should do in Vegas?
Walk the Strip.
Okay,
Walk Fremont. So
Okay.
that's Old Vegas.
got
You have
it.
to walk Fremont. That's the best part.
Yeah,
Ruby's
that's
better at this too.
I would say a for sure thing to do is have to go to Old Town Vegas, Fremont Street. It's people watching is at an all-time high when you're on Fremont and you look to your right, there's a guy getting kicked in the nuts. You look to your left and there's a chick with booby tassels hanging down to the floor. You never know what you're going to get. So it's just stuff like that where it's like,
Only in Vegas.
this is a world and we're living in it. So I would say that for sure. You have to eat out in Vegas. Like go to, you said, Sushi Samba,
Yeah.
just a nice restaurant. You have to experience like the fine dining, how out of this world everything seems from a presentation standpoint. And something that we've never done, but everyone that's been to Vegas says you should do, go see a show.
Oh yeah, I don't think. Well, I'm seeing
you
Taylor
see Taylor
Swift,
Swift.
but like
Well,
a show in
a
Vegas.
Vegas show, like a Cirque du
Burlesque
Soleil.
show.
Wait, off note, I feel
burlesque.
like everyone who goes to Vegas is like, you have to, well, this is more of a girl thing, but it's like you have to glam out, you have to dress up. Not to shit on you guys or my brother, but I feel like
I wear
every time you guys.
athletic shorts
Yeah,
and a
you guys are
fucking-
always, you're parked in front of the TV and you're wearing athletic shorts and a sweatshirt and you're like, Vegas. I'm like, what the? And then there's girls, they're like glittery, like two-piece jumpsuits and like.
That's another thing in Vegas. You'll see guys
I feel like you guys should be wearing suits next
like
time you
our
go.
broke asses wearing a $5 pair of athletic shorts and a free T-shirt we got from the casino, and you'll see guys in a $10,000 three-piece suit, and
That's just the difference.
no
of
one
people,
ever
right?
looks like, you don't think twice about it. It's just
You'd be sitting at the same blackjack table with that same guy across, betting the same thing. Like, you really don't know. That's the best part of it is the people that you meet, or like if you're a talker, I mean, kind of like I know how you are, like like meeting new people, just like me. I'll walk up to anyone random on the street and just start having a conversation with them. The people you meet there is absolutely insane.
Do you guys have a top story of people you've met in Vegas?
top story of people.
I think I still have a stripper on Snapchat and Instagram.
Great story about Steve.
Let's
We
hear
were
it,
there
Steve.
2 years ago, I want to say. I mean, I'll tell my version, and then you can just chime in. Hey, you're there, buddy's trip.
Buddy's trip. Big
We
time.
took the
Nothing
red.
weird happened.
We took the
Nothing
red
weird.
eye in. So we got into
What time?
Vegas.
Yeah, I would say what time are you rolling in at?
12:53 a.m.
Beautiful. You have a night ahead of you.
Right, Vegas, city that never sleeps. Even though I think that's New York,
That's
but
New
I always
York.
thought it was Vegas.
Everyone thinks it's Vegas and it's fully
It
New
is
York
New York.
City.
Like I will
New
admit,
York,
it's
yeah, it
100.
is.
Guys, it's Omaha.
But-
my bad.
Sin City North. God's country. So we get in on the red eye. We have an Uber driver come pick us up. He takes us to the liquor store, and we get dropped off at our hotel around, let's say, 2 a.m.
Peak
which
time.
still in Vegas, like people are just getting going.
Oh yeah.
We decide to make our rounds for the night. We get all settled in. We head down to the Strip. We walk around, do our thing, gamble. We walk out of, I believe it was New York, and we walked out for the first time in hours, and it was like, guys, the sun's coming up. And it was like, oh, not a big deal, whatever. We still haven't slept, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward. Well, the MGM is on our way home. So we stopped in there a few hours. Next thing you know, it's fucking 1 p.m. and nothing stopped. We're all heading back to the hotel. We're walking down the Strip. No one can find Steve. I'm like, where'd he go? And
He's a wanderer when he's drunk. You just said it.
he comes running at us with his phone in his hand. Guys, I got a picture. And
You're
it's,
always so you're gonna get duped in Vegas. You can ask
don't get duped in
everyone.
Vegas.
You can ask every one of your buddies. When they go to Vegas, you're gonna get duped by the people on the streets. So if you walk the Strip, there's gonna be women on the streets not wearing a ton of clothes.
And there's going to be people that have been to Vegas listening to this pod that are like, you fucking idiots.
Right. So I'm outside. They're all gambling inside. I'm just booling outside, whatever, doing my own thing. I'm not even mad that this happened because it's so worth it. But these couple of women dressed as police officers approached me. I'm actually in my Vegas outfit, which is a nice, white pants.
Zach
Vegas
Galifianakis
shirt.
hangover
it.
type deal.
Literally. So
Okay.
it was awesome. They approached me and like, hey, can we get a picture? And no, like, I'm not joking. I legit thought they wanted a picture with me. I'm like, I look fucking awesome.
You're like,
these
yeah,
guys,
duh.
hell yeah, I'll take a
My
picture
white
with you.
leather pants and my black boots, my tiger
Yo,
stripe
This
t-shirt.
is awesome. Like, hell yeah, let's take some pictures. So we take like 3-4 pictures, whatever. Immediately after the pictures are done being taken, one girl, all right, that'll be $40 for me, $40 for her, and $40 for the person taking the picture. I'm like, whoa, what just happened here? Like, what the hell? I mean, so I was just like, all right, No, I'm not a guy who really says no very often.
Just
I'm
a quick
yes,
120
like,
out, yeah.
Well, I was like, all right, here's my wallet. I got 20 here. It's 20 for you. And then the girl with taking the picture, I like, give me my phone. And she's like, all right, yeah, you'll Venmo me. I was like, yeah, what's your Venmo? Yeah, totally. I'm not fucking Venmoing you. Are you kidding me?
Fuck you.
Get the fuck out of here. Ran away. Whatever. I ended up spending $40. One of the greatest pictures I have on my phone to this day.
Have I seen
Don't
that
even
photo?
care.
I
Don't
feel
even
like I
care.
have.
I can pull it up for sure. It's phenomenal.
I feel like that's
Awesome
a classic,
picture.
like
It
Benny
is a
Haringa
classic.
repost on his story. Shout out Benny
100%.
Haringa.
For all of you watching the YouTube, this is great audio.
For the YouTube that does not exist at the moment. I feel like I've seen that photo before. Because
I would think you
were you
have.
rocking a little bit of like a chain?
I was.
Okay.
That was back in my chain era. So when I used to
You
live
had a
with Benny,
chain era?
Yeah, when I lived with Benny,
Fair enough.
I thought I was big shit.
Yeah.
Chain era.
Yeah.
Might bring it back.
But you weren't doing the chain over the button up like he is. He's buttoning up to the collar and
and
chain
he's got
over.
a big diamond, like fake diamond chain.
Yeah.
But
We're just really roasting you, Benny, right now. I'm so sorry about that.
we love Benny. we love
you.
Benny on this pod.
Grebe, did you ever go through a chain era? That would actually like send me into an aneurysm if you were in a chain era. Can you wear one to your next hockey game?
Sure.
Thanks, dude.
Anything for the people.
Anything for the people. I love that. All right, best and worst gambling story, people. Let's hear it.
Fuck. Let's go.
Spotlight
through
on
the laundry
Grebe.
list. I would say my best gambling story was last year around this time. I went with your old man, your brother, and a few of our friends. We're down there for college basketball, strictly college basketball. Everything was college basketball. And it was our final night. And you go to Vegas with a bunch of guys who are degenerates and drunks and idiots. And you're gonna come out with a lot of losers.
Yep.
And there was one thing said at breakfast by one of our good friends. Shout out, no free shout outs. I won't say your name. Keep your privacy. Charlotte Hornets money line. And we all look at each other and we're like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I got a hunch. Charlotte Hornets money line. And to all you non-gamblers, this story's not interesting whatsoever. But all of us walk down to the sports book. We stop at the ATMs. We take out, I want to say between our group, there was $9,000 collectively that we took up to the sports book, and we're Charlotte Hornets money line. It's not even going to be on one of the TVs because March Madness is playing, but fuck it. We play it. We go back. We sit. We watch. And they destroyed the ever-living shit out of the Detroit Pistons. And it was the greatest time of my life because it was an all-time no-doubter, up 30 points at half, up 40 after the third quarter, Lonzo Ball going for fucking 27, perfect from the three, and it was unbelievable.
Wait, but did you even watch it since it wasn't on the TVs or what?
Yeah, it was on a really little corner screen that we begged them to put on in the sports.
You're like, we had to really squint to see the scoreboard.
It was a score bug for the first half, and we're like, oh man, like I wish like we could watch this. This is very important. We went up, we told the teller, and she's like, yeah, we'll put it on the smallest little 32-inch TV they have in the top screen. We get a little glimpse. It was the greatest sporting event I've never watched.
That's fantastic.
It was awesome.
Isn't that rule number one of Vegas, though, going back to not go to the ATM?
We were down bad.
I don't want to talk about it.
You know what? What's the saying? And I'm not actually going to be able to think of it. Minor setback for a major comeback.
That's a saying.
That sounds beautiful to me.
It was a huge setback for an even bigger comeback.
Big time. Now let's head back to the setbacks. Biggest L you've taken in gambling, Anthony Grebe. This is exclusive Sent with Emphasis podcast information. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your popcorn. Here we go.
Your girlfriend's listening.
Your girlfriend is listening.
I don't actually know if she knows this story.
Oh, fantastic. This is very exclusive. All right, let's hear it.
And Mom and Dad, if somehow you tuned in, shut this off right now.
I'm going to send it to them.
There was a time when I first got into gambling, and I was a junior in college.
Oh, God.
The Packers were playing the Chargers in L.A. on a 3:05 kickoff. and we were underdogs. And I said, there's no fucking way the Packers are underdogs to the Chargers. And an article came out, Packers going all out in LA, partying the night before, be ready for a huge letdown. And that made me put even more money on them. They lost outright, and I was chasing. And I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty, but there was a Sunday when I was a junior in college with no money where I went 0 for 7 and lost $7,000. And it's funny that I can laugh about it now because I got through it.
Who the fuck even has $7,000 in college? What the fuck, Grebe?
Shout out to your bookie.
Yeah, was that the lowest of the low for you?
Does it get lower than losing $7,000?
Do I need to answer that question? Shit. That's tough.
So
It's tough when you're in college. So you don't have that strong income coming. You're like, fuck, I'm never going to get this back.
The thing is, as dumb as this sounds, it taught me a huge lesson that I think has saved me money in the long run, as dumb as it sounds, because I learned that gambling is supposed to be a, help me out, what's the word? Like, what's
pastime? Hobby?
Hobby.
Okay.
We'll say hobby. Like, you win some, you lose some. You have a good time. You watch the games. It's just to have a little skin in the game. And it was that day that I realized, why the fuck am I betting Vegas Golden Knights over 1.5 first period goals when I haven't watched a lick of anything that they've done all year? So it was at that exact point where I was like, gambling is no longer go try and make money. It's
a hobby.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to bet a reasonable amount on every game. I'm going to have fun. If I lose, it's not going to cost me $7,000. So I think in the long run, over the last, I was a junior in college 6 fucking years ago. So 6 years, I've been gambling with discipline. So it's saved me over time.
So proud of you. You have to learn sometimes,
That's
right?
at least my spinoff, and that's what I'm going with.
Jeez. Damn.
Bad day?
Do you have any gambling tips?
Yeah, don't listen
Never bet
to
the
me.
under. Never bet the under.
Overs always hit.
Every single
Never
time.
bet first shot to be a make.
Oh, yeah. Last Saturday we were at Steve's. No one in your audience cares about gambling, so this is going to be the last thing we say. We were at Steve's for just a fun Saturday of March Madness. We get to his house. We put $25 at the first shot in the first game is going to be a make. He drains a layup. It was a layup going down driving the lane, a no doubter, whatever, make the money.
It's the worst,
thing that ever happened.
That was
to
the
us.
worst thing that happened.
Because then it's just like, is this free money? Did teams really set something up on the first possession every time and get a great shot? We put $100 on every game thereafter that day for the first shot to be made. It went 0-7.
Are you kidding me?
It was defeat. I was physically in pain.
Grebe, I think 7's your unlucky number.
7 is my unlucky number.
What's your lucky number?
There's not a whole lot of luck in this life.
That's fair.
Oh, 13.
Oh, actually?
Your mother,
My
can't name
dad.
names. No, she played it in Vegas when we were at roulette, and she won time and time and time again.
Shout out my mom.
Honestly, huge
Seriously.
shout out to Jen.
Yeah.
Jennifer.
No names, no names, no names.
No names, no names.
Okay,
Shout out
we
to my
can
mom.
get back to real life advice.
Yeah,
what
real
you all
life
came
advice.
for.
The real important stuff. I want to go back. How did you guys meet? How did you become friends?
Grebe and I met at the wonderful school that we went to.
High school.
We
we
went-
all went to the same high school.
Yeah,
for
we all went to the
reference.
same high school. So Grebe and I, yeah, I mean, we met in high school probably through football mostly. I don't know. I came from a Catholic school outside of town that they didn't go to, so I was a little bit of an outsider. But
Fucking loser.
for whatever reason, I don't know. People, I don't know. I was just the fat, funny kid. Like people, literally, I was the fat, funny kid. Like people were drawn to me. People liked me for whatever reason. I got in tuned with like the older kids. I don't know, you guys right away. And I mean, we were kind of buddies right away. we really didn't become close, I guess, until I don't even know how to say that. Even when we were in high school, it was such a small school that we did have classes together. So we would have like study hall and stuff together, shit like that. So we were close in high school, but then even after that in college, we've been close ever since, I guess. And now we ended up working at the same job together. We literally probably talk to each other almost every single day just about work shit because he's the only other guy. I mean, we work after us, like we literally work with a bunch of people that are like 35, 40 plus. Mm-hmm. So like it's us just talking shit about all these people that literally just shit on us all day.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, not a whole lot of people like taking advice from 25-year-olds. So we can bond over that experience.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say he was the fat funny kid.
Literally.
I was a skinny annoying kid. So we were just two peas in a far out pod.
Wait, this is going to sound so weird, but I don't know if this is like a very niche memory, but I remember there's this fucking picture of you guys that you guys both always posted.
Football.
Yes, and it's one of you jumping on the other and one of you's hurt and and every time you guys would post it, you'd be like, this is the best photo ever. It's a great photo, like totally great. But I only remember it, I think, because when I was in high school, like you guys were out and you guys like reposted it and I remember being like, oh,
I think it's on my Instagram.
Stuck in high school.
Stuck in high
I
school.
know that's what you were
Close
saying.
the goddamn yearbook,
Literally.
please. Yeah.
I think
It's
on
2025 and you graduated 10 years ago. Let's
and
give
you
it
are
up.
still posting from high school football, okay?
I think it's on my Instagram twice, maybe yours twice as well.
It's just an iconic picture.
Awesome picture. Like
anyone that knows us probably knows actually what picture we're talking about. Talking about just because of how much it's been resurfaced.
Literally.
By you guys. Alone.
By us.
100%.
Us alone.
We
no
think
one else.
we think we're super cool. We think we're
it's
super
cool.
cool. No, I was hurt that year. I had broken my leg, so I was a part of the team, but not really a part of the team. But I think it was like a level 3 or level 4 game that we had just won. And somehow it just captured the moment of you hugging me and I'm literally picking you up, like full on, like you're straddling me in the picture. Like it was hot. I mean, it was.
He was just thinking about it.
Right. No,
I love it.
I know exactly. Literally, when you said that, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I just had to recap because I didn't even know. I don't even know when I became friends with you guys.
I couldn't even.
When, I guess, is tough. Obviously, it's through your brother.
Yeah.
Through your brother for me.
Brother.
Right. So it's through your brother for me. But gosh, it would be so long ago. I mean, I met you and knew who you were like early in high school, going over to your house and stuff. But I didn't really know you until like you were a freshman or sophomore, and we were still in high school at the time.
Which it's nice that we can finally throw away the age gap, and we're just.
Oh, we're gonna do that. Grebe, do you want to tell the audience how younger your girlfriend is from you?
I graduated high school when my girlfriend was getting out of diapers.
I was receiving my diploma while she was at recess, okay? I don't want to talk about it.
She was getting potty trained, and I was in Algebra 2. She wasn't conceived when I was in 8th grade.
That's hilarious.
No, at all jokes, she's only like 4 years younger.
Yeah.
Of legal age to drink.
Which is all that really matters. I mean, come on.
You were with her before that, though.
Yep.
No shout out, no free shout out. She's awesome.
No free shout outs. Yeah, we love you. Let's get into the real stuff. Drinking etiquette. No, bar etiquette is what we talked about before.
There's a lot of bar etiquette.
There's a lot, and a lot that people don't realize.
No, 100%.
So let's get into it.
So one thing that I brought up at the tavern we were at before this, which might be an unpopular opinion because of the bang for your buck crowd. When you're serving shots, don't fill the cocksucker up all the way. How am I supposed to physically grab it and bring it to my mouth without spilling half of it on my fingers?
Right. Where it's overflowing.
Yes.
I mean, we still
want as much as of the shot as physically possible. I also want to be able to pick it up and take it without crippling my fingers.
Right. Nobody likes that sticky feeling afterward.
I also feel like sometimes
Everyone
it
loves a
doesn't
Rumpleman
spill
shot
unless
when-
you're drunk, and then it you shake and it gets all over your hand. Because I feel like sometimes it stays in there. I don't know. Depends on the
True.
shot.
Yeah, it really does.
No, but yeah, if you're taking like rumpies or something like that, if you get
It's just
rumpies
if
on
they-
your hand,
your hands
you're
are done
for
for.
the
If
night.
the
They touch your
bartender
phone,
pours the shot,
Love
and you
rumpies,
can
don't
see
get me
it
wrong.
overflow the shot glass where I know I can't pick this up without anything spilling, it's not a great move. Like,
Yeah. I kind of agree with that though. It is kind of tough because like, yes, you want as much shot as you can, but when it's towards the top, you're spilling more.
Right.
So then it's like, why even fill it to the top all the way?
correct.
I get what you're going for with that. Definitely.
100%.
Also, random story. Steve and I were at a bar the other day. A guy that was sitting at the corner of the bar gave us a little mouth because we were taking an Irish car bomb, and the bartender filled an Irish car bomb for all you uncultured swines. You take a cocktail glass, fill it with halfway through with Guinness, and then it's a half shot of Bailey's, half shot of Jameson. You drop that into the cocktail glass, you drink it.
Thank you, Grebe.
Well, I don't know.
People don't like Irish car bombs. That pisses me off. I love ICBs.
I really do too. It's a staple if you come back.
Go back
town.
to our hometown, yeah. Wait, off note about that though, if you order that in Ireland, they don't like that. So when I was in Dublin for St. Patrick's Day a year ago, and I ordered ICBs because I figured, 'tis the season, gotta order it.
Right.
And I order it, and the bartender looks at me and he goes, "Don't order those here on this day." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "That's
too
like
much
coming."
time.
No, he's like, "That's like coming to America and ordering a 9/11." And I'm like, "All right." So I didn't order Irish car bombs in
I guess I don't know
Dublin anymore.
much
I don't
or
know
enough
either.
about Ireland,
But I feel like
Ireland's
it's-
history.
Yeah, I
Right.
wouldn't know either. I mean, I'm like an
Right.
American degenerate going there for St. Patrick's Day, like, woohoo, let's get fucked up. And I didn't think anything of it.
I thought
Yeah.
it'd be a staple of pride.
Yeah, that's, like a pride thing. But yeah, going
Like,
back to
I'm
that,
coming here to drink
you're,
what I thought was your drink. Like,
yeah, I'm
you
getting
guys
involved
make
in the
Guinness,
culture.
You guys make Jameson.
Yeah.
I don't think they make a 911, so I don't know
What is
how
a
that
911?
applies.
No,
Is
they
that an
don't.
actual
He
thing?
was just like saying like,
You're
oh,
right,
like
right,
for
right.
reference.
In
Like that would be
reference.
like
there
asking
must be
you.
something over there
Yeah.
in which
But so weird. Anyways, you guys were at the bar. You ordered ICBs.
Yes. And this has nothing really to do with anything, but it was a guy that got on my nerve. The bartender filled the Guinness up a little too high. And therefore, when you drop the shot in,
It overflows.
is that volume?
Yeah.
When you drop the shot in just more in one area?
Yeah.
Volume, yeah.
Big accounting guy.
Show me a balance sheet. The Guinness came out of the glass, spilt everywhere. We picked them up, we drank them, and the guy was just giving us the hardest time. He's like, "How'd you let that happen?" And it was, well, the beer was too full, and we dropped the shot in,
Yeah.
and it just
Also, how drunk was the guy to be like, how'd you let that
not
happen?
that drunk.
no, that's definitely a bar etiquette type of deal. Like if you don't know people right next to you, why are you talking shit to them?
Yeah, talking
I don't
shit.
care.
You can talk, you can make friends. That's what
Right.
bars are for. But like if you're
Shoot the
talking shit, yeah.
Not,
Right. There's people at the bars that are out there just to fucking, I don't know, just to wreak havoc and to bring down other people. Whereas like, I don't know, I guess I'm a happy drunk.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that was like, maybe you shouldn't be drinking, like fighting drunks, shit like that.
Yeah.
You hang out. But
keep
cut that.
Pod.
Cut that.
Cut that town out of here.
Cut that.
That is
Me,
a fighting town.
random people, 100%. A bunch
What's
of
up with that?
masculinity up the asshole.
No way.
Right.
I never got that.
Oh, yeah. But it is an interesting town for sure. But I don't know. We all go, us three for sure in this room, we go to the bar to have a good time.
Yeah.
Especially me. I've never been in a fight in my life. I am so okay with admitting that.
Yeah.
Call me a fucking pussy. I don't give a shit.
You're a pussy.
I don't want to get hit in the face.
Yeah.
Straight up. I do not want to get hit in the face. I've never, I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter.
Well, also, there's a lot of times there's no need for it.
No.
I know
There
it's
is
coming
never-
from me.
It's
but-
stupid. You're
There
not-
is never any point to fight at a bar.
Yeah.
It's the next day you're going to be like, what in the fuck was I doing? Like, that was so stupid.
I feel like it also says a lot about the people who kind of gloat about it too. Is that right? Or is that just a guy thing?
People that love getting in bar fights.
Yeah. Is that you? Have you ever gone in a bar fight, Grebe?
I have never been in a bar fight.
Like an actual bar fight. Also, a lot of the people that we're going to bars with are people we know.
For sure. As I've
A lot
gotten
of
older,
times.
though, I have just recently too. I mean, at Spearing in our hometown, and then recently in Milwaukee, I've gotten in guys' faces and fucking chewed their asses for being just weird pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Like if you're inappropriately like touching my friends or something, or if my friends come up to me and they're like, hey, that guy's weird, can you like protect me? And they come over, I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of here.
Well,
like
there's no
some
need
weird
for it.
There's some weird ass motherfuckers out there. Like I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that so much. That is a pet peeve of mine.
I'd say that's a big thing in bar etiquette.
Oh.
There's just no need for it.
No.
Or people, you know what? This is kind of off topic, but if you're taking up a ton of like the bar stools there, like don't do that.
Right.
That actually makes me pretty mad. Especially at like some of the bars we go to where there are minimal bar stools, to say the least. Like we're rarely hitting those double digits for bar stools. Like
You might as well be standing and let everyone at least have a lane to get a fucking drink.
Let
Everyone
someone
just
go
wants
to the bar
Right.
and get a cocktail and get out.
what's your guys' go-to cocktails?
Captain Coke.
Has it always been that?
Oh yeah.
Would you be fine drinking the same thing for the rest of your life?
If it was Captain Coke, hell yeah.
Captain Coke? Yeah, fuck yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I like going to the bar and ordering the same thing from here for the rest of your life. Would that not get old?
Not for me.
Really?
Really, really.
Grebe, what about you?
I switch my preferred cocktails up on where I'm at.
Okay. As in,
If I'm going out for like a dinner and anything like that, give me a brandy old fashioned,
okay.
sweet, with mushrooms as a pre-dinner drink. If I'm just out at the bar with my friends, throw me a gin and tonic with a lime all night long.
That's disgusting.
I also tell myself that tonic is actual water, which isn't a thing.
think it is.
No,
Yeah.
it's absolutely
I
not.
don't want to burst your bubble, but I don't think it is.
But like before I go play like hockey.
Love it. Love it. Leading scorer over here in the podcast right now.
When I drink before those games, I make sure I have gin and tonics because I tell myself I'm getting hydrated. And it's a placebo effect because I know tonic is like 0% actual water.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like soda.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, fuck.
But it has water in the name.
Do you think you could drink the same drink for the rest of your life? I feel like at
No.
some point it has to get old.
I mean, I
love.
love all kinds of drinks other than tequila.
I
really
love
do.
alcohol.
I really do. But like, if a bartender comes up to me and they're like, "What do you want?" It's like, well, Captain Coke. Like,
Yeah.
it's so easy. I'm so glad that I have that go-to.
Yeah.
I know they'll love it every time. But yeah, if I'm out at dinner, old fashions go-to.
All right, go-to shot.
I was gonna say,
Tequila.
before we even get to the hot take section, can we get fucking rid of cherry bombs?
Grebe and I took one
fucking
before
hate.
this.
I know you did.
Okay,
Fuck
but
cherry
I
bombs.
will agree with you that, okay, cherry bombs make me
There's
throw
so many
up.
better shots out there.
But I can't have caffeine. Like I cannot have caffeine. It hurts it doesn't like hurt my stomach, but like my body can't like consume. I like literally don't have coffee. Like my body can't consume it. So when I have cherry
do we
bombs,
take a cherry
it
bomb
like
then?
sits.
Yeah, what?
What?
Why do we take a cherry bomb?
Well, because you ordered it. I'm not gonna say no to a free shot. I mean that's bar etiquette number one.
True.
Never
Number
say no
one-
to free shot. Free drinks,
That is
different
so
story.
true.
Yeah.
That is 100% rule number one.
But it like sits in my stomach. Like actually, this past semester, I made $25 because I was like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And we were walking with a big group, and one of the guys I was with is like, "I'll give you $25 if you throw up right now." Like thinking I was joking. I just pulled my hair back, pulled tray because it was cherry bomb, and I can just get it out instantly. So cherry bombs actually made me money. So I really shouldn't be hating on them. But honestly, I don't love them, and I agree with you. I don't think we should get rid of them. I think the freshmen and sophomores in college need them
That's
as a
fair,
staple.
I guess.
And I
That's
think it's a rite of passage. However, I think that there are better shots for it.
100%. There are so many better shots out there. Just think for like 10 seconds, you'll think of a better shot.
Can we talk about freshman, sophomore / like junior, senior in high school? When we used to take shots of vodka
Blue UV.
Yeah.
or just my first few times partying, let's
Big
mix
guy.
blue UV and yellow Gatorade because that's just going to
Dude,
be the
guys,
greatest thing in the world.
I still use yellow Gatorade, but I won't ever let it down. I drank yellow Gatorade the entire time I was in spring break because one, it actually does hydrate in comparison to tonic
Electrolytes.
water.
Yep.
And I do 0 sugar yellow Gatorade because I only like yellow Gatorade. Mixes well with vodka, and I add a high noon in it. So it's vodka, high noon, Gatorade, boom. Had it all week, 6 days in a row. Never got sick of it. Never felt sick. So I think we should all be really going back to where we were in high school is what I'm saying here.
You're a fucking rookie.
Yeah.
I just remember in high school,
Get your shit together.
you drink shots of vodka because that's all you had, and looking back at it, there's nothing more disgusting than that.
Tastes like nail polish remover. Well, I guess you guys don't know what that's like, but speaking of off note, do you guys know when a girl's nails are painted? Don't look at mine.
It depends, I guess.
I couldn't have a single clue.
Like,
You're probably
is that
not gonna
something
love
you
our
really
answers.
care about?
No.
Like, not at all.
A girl could get 15 inches chopped off her hair, and I couldn't tell the fucking difference.
Can you tell if she's blonde or brunette or what?
As long as it's clear.
No, I mean,
right.
me and Grebe aren't going to give the best answers for this question. Like, no, I mean, I'll notice and I'll say something. I won't even.
You won't notice if
like
a girl has her fucking nails done.
No, I won't.
Okay.
I will not.
Do I have my nails done right now?
Yours
Yes,
are
because I'm looking right
bright
at
ass
it.
blue. I mean, yours are bright ass blue and they're
Bright
a
ass
little bit
blue.
longer. Like,
Yeah.
maybe if I see you, I'll notice. Oh, like her nails are blue. Like,
But it's not like, oh, I like her nails. It's just like, oh, her nails are blue kind of thing.
Yes.
If any guy's looking at that, they're a psycho.
Yeah, that's probably pretty true.
I don't know. We're more like country. Grew up,
All right, what's the first thing you notice on a girl? Be careful what you say here.
white pants.
What
White pants.
are the first thing you notice on
If
a
she's
girl?
wearing
I think
white
he's
pants.
saying if a girl's wearing white pants.
If she's wearing white pants, that's the sexiest thing a girl can do.
Okay, Grebe.
I know there's be people listening to the pod that will agree with me.
I don't want to give an answer.
No, if we're not joking around and being drunks, probably hair color.
Hair color. Okay.
I
We have-
easily have a type.
Okay, what is it?
Mine's definitely blondes.
KB.
Look at my like it's I
Like the
can't
girls
even-
in that
look at my
photo from
track-
Vegas?
Look at my track. Look at my track record. Like
Okay.
you could ask all of
Steve's
my
kill
friends.
count is at 76 and counting.
And we are increasing. All right, I need some college stories from you guys. Since you guys are old men.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. I need
Mudfest,
Mudfest.
Platteville.
Okay, let's hear it.
UWP Vegas.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, are you going to tell the one?
The bank.
Yeah.
All right. I am excited for this. Let's hear it.
So I went to UW Platteville. Not a lot of people know that because I visited Oshkosh and La Crosse literally every weekend of my college career. But there was a couple of weekends where all my buddies did come to Platteville and visit my house in Platteville.
My house.
So Mudfest. It was in April. Gosh, this was probably 2017 or 2018.
2017.
So it was
2018.
Spring of 2018 is Mudfest. Basically, I mean, I love to host. I love to host parties. I knew everyone was coming. I literally got a pool of mud. I said catches.
Wait, hold up. What is Mudfest?
So it's actually a rugby tournament in Platteville.
That is the complete opposite of what I thought you were going to say.
It's a rugby tournament,
Okay.
but it's Platteville's equivalent to fucking Oktoberfest or
Got it.
Mifflin or
Fair enough, yeah.
or
Pub
crawl.
Yeah.
Like that's Platteville's equivalent to all of this.
Got it.
So I was tossing the party for Mudfest at my place. All of our buddies came up, made just gallons and gallons of jungle juice.
Yep.
You know, we all just got plastered throughout the day. We had couches outside. We had a pool of mud. We were just tossing frisbees across the road, being degenerates. We ended up going downtown, which is just 5 minutes from my place. We go downtown. You know, it's hard to remember everything that happened downtown, but people passed out during the day, so we drew on a lot of people.
As one does.
One of our buddies, we drew just, dicks and everything all over him. He just wore a jersey and shorts downtown. So everyone's just like, dude, what's going on with you? One of my other buddies who lives away now, he ended up we caught him earlier in the night. He stole from behind the bar. He would tell the bartender hey, go get me a beer. They would walk away and he would reach over the bar, grab 2 bottles of vodka and just shove it in his pants walk out with them. And he would take him back to the house, whatever. He would come back. I caught him. Well, I didn't catch him. One of my other buddies was like, hey, you got to go check on your buddy. I go outside. He's pissing on the front door of the bar.
Oh my God.
He's literally pissing on the front door of the bar. We end up, there's a couple of stories from Mudfest, But the one that I'm telling specifically, I end up going back like 10 minutes early. All my buddies, they get jambalaya on the side of the street. There's this little jambalaya stand. They get jambalaya. I go back to my house. It's not but like 20, 30 minutes later. They all show up. They have this 150-pound bank sign that they stole from a bank and brought into my house.
Bank sign?
Literally, they robbed a bank.
It was an ATM.
What the fuck?
They stole this shit, brought it to my house. I had people up and down the streets.
Oh my
Was it heavy?
It
took
we
six of them
couldn't
to
get it
carry.
across.
You were part of this crowd?
Yes. Grebe was the one carrying it with them.
We couldn't get it across the street.
Are you
We were
serious?
dragging this thing across the road.
There are strangers coming into my house to check out this, the bank sign, ATM sign that we had stolen. That my
Not
parents
me,
had stolen
like they.
and given it into put it into my house. Awesome, crazy night. The next morning, everyone leaves. Everyone goes. They were going to take it back to La Crosse. They wanted in the worst way to take that sign to La Crosse. It just didn't fit in the car.
Yeah.
It was that big. The next morning, though, it's later in the morning. I'm getting knocks at the door. Open it up. It's the police.
What's
They're
up, guys?
They're showing me footage of all of my buddies walking this bank sign
gosh.
into my house. Because
Wait,
no
it's a
joke.
bank. What bank was it?
it was some
Like a
national,
national exchange
yeah,
kinda
national
thing?
exchange bank that they had stolen.
So it was a bank sign. I thought it was like a legit ATM
No,
the whole time.
I don't think it was an ATM. I think it was a large
I feel
sign.
like an ATM would have had like bigger punishment.
Oh yeah, like
Well,
with
the-
actual money in it.
the
yeah.
thing was
In our defense, it was sitting out of the ground, like almost like they wanted us.
asking us to be
They
taken.
wanted us to take this thing. It would. There might as well have been a ribbon saying "credit to who takes this," because it was literally. It was not like.
I played the stupid card. I was like, man, I wasn't even home last night. I woke up, got to my house, and this sign was just sitting in my living room. I had no idea what was going on. Like, yeah, well, whatever.
Steve, I feel like you'd
Take
be a
it
good
back.
liar too.
Grebe's the best liar I know, but I can lie. I mean, especially if it's getting me out of trouble.
Yeah.
I'm certainly a phenomenal liar. I know how to talk to people.
Were you
know?
21 at this point?
I think we were.
Yeah.
It was close.
Yeah.
I think we were.
Yeah.
It was junior, senior year of college,
Yeah.
so we definitely were. There was another mud fest. Well, this wasn't even mud fest, but this was just another random Platteville weekend where it got to be bar close. Me and two of my other buddies from La Crosse were going home. And whatever happened when we walked out to the bar, we got sidetracked and we went to we were checking out something at the neighbors right next to the bar. I only live 5 minute walk from the bar. Yeah. We end up carrying my buddy because he's so hammered, and I'm following my buddy who's carrying the other one 30 minutes in the wrong direction of my house. I have no idea. All of a sudden, one of my good buddies is like, hey, where are we? And I pull up my phone and I'm like, oh shit, I know where we got to go. Immediately, it just 180, turn around, whip it back. And he's like, dude, where are we? I'm like, we're 45 minutes away from home.
Holy shit.
This is in January. We were at a hockey game, that night.
Yeah.
We were not wearing anything. One of my buddies is passed out. We're literally carrying him home. We ended up walking almost an hour back to my place. That night, the buddy carrying the passed out one got into the house, had to piss so bad. His hands were so cold, he could not undo his pants, pissed his pants right in my house. So he pissed his pants. Later that night, I'm up in my room, we're chilling, going to bed. I hear a steady stream going on from downstairs. Peek my head out the door, look down the stairs. There's another buddy pissing straight in my hallway. Right in the middle of my hallway, just pissing straight in the middle of it.
What the fuck?
He had the wherewithal, too, not even to walk through the piss to get to the living room. He just turned around and slept in the kitchen chair the rest of the night.
Oh my God.
So I go and clean that. That same night, one of my other buddies pissed in my couch, and the other one pissed in his bed. So we had 4 people piss the house in one night.
And you still love hosting after this?
Fuck yeah, I love hosting parties. It's fucking awesome.
Bring it on.
I love fucking hosting
That is
parties.
hilarious.
It was awesome.
That reminds me of one time we were here sophomore year for Freak Fest, and one of my friends, I don't really talk to him anymore. It will be hilarious if he's actually listening to this. he shit in a keg the night before the party.
What the fuck?
We went to get the keg the night before the Freak Fest celebration, and college, you go to visit a college town, everyone sleeps on the fucking floor with nothing, so any little sound wakes you up. It's like 4 a.m. We're all passed out. The guy has a bathroom in his room, like an ensuite.
Yeah.
Takes the time out of his day to get up, open the door, walk into the kitchen, get up, sit on the keg, and shit.
What the fuck?
Looks at us, see you in the morning, fuckers, walks back to bed. The next morning, he refused to believe it was him. And it was to this day one of the craziest things I ever remember.
That is so fucking weird.
Yeah, I shouldn't say friend, an acquaintance.
An acquaintance. After this, I'm going to ask you who it was.
Please do. I don't even know if you really know who it.
Yeah, maybe not.
Another just random quick story, mostly because this guy hasn't been shouted out yet. Me, Steve, and one of our other buddies were on spring break in Arizona visiting some of our college friends, and we were renting. It was when birds were like first coming out, and he rented one of them. It was well after bar close, like close to like 5 a.m. He's zigzagging around, hits a curb, and his face gets drilled into a bollard.
Wait, gets drilled into what?
Like a pipe bollard in the road. He lays down there for a bit. He spits up a few times. He's like, I think I lost my back molar. Just spits it out, and he's like, oh, yep, she's gone. And I was like, okay.
What the fuck?
Lost his most furthest back tooth.
One of our girlfriends tore her ACL that night, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah, crazy shit.
Fuck that. Damn, guys.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever torn anything?
Nope. Just broken a big bone.
I don't think I've been hurt like once.
Nothing can get to this guy.
Iron Man.
That is so fucking funny. I feel like you guys have a
There's
lot of
some
stories.
stories that I wish I could share on this pod, but like just knowing some of the people that are gonna listen, like I'm not.
I mean, there'll be a lot of people that listen that just know about the stories of 905 Vine. I just feel like I have to mention 905 Vine.
You have to give it a little shout out, of course.
You have to. I mean, No Rules weekend there. I just got the memory a little bit ago, me walking through the house, and it literally just looks like a war zone. There's a wall. There's a whole wall torn off of the wall. We found a fireplace inside the wall that day. Like, no rules. There were literally no rules. I mean,
What year of that in college was?
we were juniors
I
and
think you were a
seniors.
soft,
Yeah. Well, we were juniors.
and
well,
I think it was your sophomore year and my junior year.
Possibly,
Because
yeah.
when I was a
it was
senior,
always
they
the
actually
first
like
weekend of March.
it was like some rules weekend. Because
Right.
the first
After-
no rules weekend
After
was
no rules, after no rules, next year it was some rules weekend.
Oh my gosh.
Needed.
we
What
have
was
to
your
live
guys'
like
favorite
humans.
year in college?
Sophomore year. It was the first year where you got to like live on your own,
Like
No
out of the
dorm.
dorms, yeah.
like have a house. School was, well, we didn't go to like an accredited college like you did. We more went like, if you show up, you're going to get a degree.
Yeah.
So it was, yeah, party every single night. Sophomore year, like, yeah,
That is
nothing
so
beats it.
fun. That is so fucking fun.
It's crazy where we are right now compared to where we were just like 3-4
It's
years ago.
depressing.
The memories we get on Snapchat are
I
scary.
honestly feel like you guys still kind of live it up more. Like whenever I come home, I'm going out with you guys. So it's not
Sure.
like you're being slowed down by any means.
But it's like, we have,
Responsibilities.
not to sound like a hard ass, responsibilities, priorities,
Yeah.
like a career. So like Mondays and through Friday is kind of like work.
Other than Thursday, if you live in the Cross, Thursdays will taint you because Thursday's the best night to drink.
I agree.
Thursday's the best night to drink, I think, in any college town.
Honestly.
Do you guys think
Thursday's awesome.
Thursday's better or Saturday's better?
Thursday.
Close, but I think
Thursday for
I think
sure.
Thursday.
I don't know
too.
why. Like it
I
shouldn't
feel like
be.
it's just
but-
something
in
in
my
the
mind-
air.
Thursday's the weekend.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
the weekend.
100%.
Because I feel like
Especially in college,
yeah,
where it's like,
a lot of people don't have class Friday.
Right.
Do you guys like have half days Friday ever, or still just sucks?
we work in corporate America 9 to 5 every day of the fucking week.
Don't ask me about half days. Okay.
No, you just battle through on Fridays.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, it's like
Fridays are slower.
Yeah.
in college, if needed, you could battle through like a day or two a week.
Yeah.
Now where we're at, which sounds so fucking stupid because we're only literally like 3 years older, but like
Yeah.
if you only have to battle through one day, work day a week with like a hangover or something, you can make it happen.
Dude, this sounds depressing. I like don't want to grow up.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's a scam.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Grab a major, a minor, throw a double minor on that,
Switch colleges,
go to law school.
do whatever you can.
Yep.
I love that.
Seriously, like 14 years of education is not a bad, after high school, is not a bad thing.
Sounds great. Sounds great to me.
I mean, some people, there's a pretty good saying out there. Some people live to work. Some people work to live.
Yeah.
I work to live. I think a lot of my friends also work to live. Like, don't get me wrong. I like what I do. But it pays for a lot of things that I enjoy in my life.
It builds the foundation so you can do things that you love.
Exactly. You know, I work to live for sure. There are people that live to work, and that's awesome. If you love your job, that's, you know, and that's what you love to do, and that's what you dedicate your life to. That's awesome. Good for you. But for me, work pays, you know, or allows me to do the things that I want to do outside of work.
Work pays for you to go get pictures with strippers in Vegas,
In Vegas,
and
right.
pay $40.
Be an idiot
Yep.
every once in a
Yep.
while. Right,
Yep.
exactly.
Absolutely. You guys ready for your hot takes?
I am, yeah.
Grebe, do you have your little notepad?
I am. Oh,
Do you have a story you'd like to share? Grebe has a folded, what is that? That's like a sheet of paper?
I printed this out at my workplace this morning.
Oh, what is it?
My hot take is not.
Wait, don't say it. Don't say it. Do you have a story to share before?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to get into hot take section or is this before?
Well, I want to tell my story.
Okay. You're pulling out your phone?
Okay. I think I have
He's
it.
pulling out both of his phones. This guy's got all the phones in the world. Corporate America, people.
Okay.
Live and breathe it.
So I'd like to say, before I share this, it was just something I found comical on Facebook, posted by the Milwaukee County Zoo. It's a sad situation, but the story is an important update on the giraffe herd. This morning, big word giraffe, Baja, died unexpectedly. Baja was being closely monitored as he had experienced a variety of age-related health issues. Baja was related in 2005 and arrived here in 2006. He was a friendly and outgoing giraffe and was a staple at the giraffe feedings. He fathered 7 calves and, the kicker, he was the first giraffe of the herd to do a voluntary blood draw. That's my story.
I don't get it, literally whatsoever.
How the fuck can a giraffe give a voluntary blood draw?
Yeah,
Who here speaks giraffe?
I don't know, but wait, what is the story about?
I don't know. I stopped reading after that. No giraffe can give consent to literally anything.
Wait, but okay, so you saw that and you're like, I need to tell this?
Who determines if the giraffe gave voluntary consent to have its blood drawn? That's my question. Like, who? Who deems that acceptable?
Steve, you got any idea?
No comment.
No comment either.
So it was a dumb story, but it's more just a...
Yeah,
There's so much dumb shit out there.
there's so much stuff. What's your guys' favorite app?
Twitter.
I was gonna say, I feel
Twitter,
like
yeah.
I feel like all guys' favorite app.
It's just, you get like a lot of your information and like
like a
sports
newspaper,
takes
really.
and
Yeah.
it's just, yeah.
There's so much sports shit on Twitter.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, you want to go first? Hot take?
My hot take. NFL draft picks are so overvalued. Think of some of the number 1 draft picks.
Did you write this out? Is this a script?
No, I just have some notes here.
Oh
Well,
my
no, I don't have notes. I just printed off a page
Why are there a lot of stuff that's highlighted though?
because those are my talking points.
Okay.
As most of you guys know, well, actually, in Katie's friend group, maybe 0 of you know, the Chicago Bears just traded the first overall pick in the NFL draft for the 9th overall pick, a 2nd-round selection this year, a 1st-round selection in 2024, a 2nd-round pick in 2025, and DJ Moore. That's 5 assets that they traded for the number 1 pick. When, in all reality, who fucking knows what the number 1 pick is going to end up to be? Some number 1 picks that we can like point out in years past. Kyler Murray. Yeah, he had an okay rookie year. They signed him to a mega deal, a major letdown. Baker Mayfield, Jadeveon Clowney, Jake Long, Jamarcus Russell, guys, Tim Couch. You don't know what you're going in or what you're going to get with a number 1 overall pick, and I just think that giving up 5 assets for 1 single pick to move up 8 spots is absolutely crazy. And if you don't agree with me, I brought up the NFL 2010 All-Decade team. Tom Brady, the greatest of all time, drafted 199th overall. Aaron Rodgers, huge Wisconsin guy, greatest Packer of all time, some may say, drafted 26 overall. Drew Brees, drafted 32nd overall. Richard Sherman, who was number 5 on the All-Decade team, drafted 154th overall. Aaron Donald, who is claimed to be the best defensive player ever, drafted 13th overall. Even the young stud QBs in the league, Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, none of them were even drafted in the top 10. But if I bring up some high draft picks in years past that the Panthers might just be trading for, you have guys like Zach Wilson, drafted 2nd overall by the Jets. Trubisky, drafted 2nd overall by the Bears. Baker, like I said before, drafted 1st overall. Sam Darnold, 3rd overall. Johnny Manziel, 1st overall. Guys like Antonio Brown were drafted in the 6th round. Devontae was drafted in the 3rd.
What's your hot take?
The number 1 pick isn't worth as much as people are trading it for.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Keep going.
The Panthers got fleeced.
Like, people put way too much value into the NFL draft.
I agree. Do you guys think the NFL is scripted?
It's hard to say it's not. It's hard to script such a sport where those guys, well, I guess I don't actually know, but like play so hard for
the NBA might be
like their contracts.
The refs, I don't know. The NBA, I don't think the NBA is scripted, but it's a
like,
lot more. It could be
controlled,
right? It's not more
as
controlled
far
than the
as
NFL
they
could be.
want.
There's a lot less variables, I guess I'll say.
That's fair.
But sports in general, I mean, they're
an entertainment business,
right? Exactly.
Like at the end of the day,
it's
not a sport; it's an entertainment.
That makes sense.
So like, if guys were up top, calling the shots, could be. I doubt it. Like it's hard to believe, but
right, it would really suck that we did. It's
how
one thing that we
and
love
if
in
it
our
is,
lives,
how the hell do you let the Packers lose in the 14 NFC Championship, the 19 NFC Championship? How do we have 2 playoff runs in the last 6 fucking years? Fuck you.
Change the script. Love it. Okay. I love it. This is like a sports segment.
I also just have one more random thing that I thought. That's not a hot take, but I would love to get your guys' takes on it. Who names city streets? There's University Avenue. There is Seago Road.
I feel like a lot of it's the government just like naming it.
Obviously.
I feel like a lot of it has to do with donors too, or if there's like someone who has lived on the street for a while, or there's like some residential like weight on it. I feel like there is something.
or there's
there.
some history behind that
There's history.
street or that block or something. It is weird how they come up with names.
Because
But
like
then there's always a Main Street.
every city has like a Vine. Every city has
Like a Maine, a Johnson.
they all have like
Yes.
random state names as streets.
Yes.
And it's just like,
That's a good
now
question.
who decided that this street goes right here?
Right, somebody that gets paid more than we do.
Yeah, true.
That's also a very good point. That's
That was just a random thought I had for the people out there. probably people that are a lot more bright than me and actually have an actual answer. So if you do, hit me up.
Yeah, let him know. Anthony Grebe. My hot take is sponsored by my brother. He wants me. I actually don't know if I agree with that, so I'll take your guys' opinions. He says that FaceTiming is better than calling, which is so true.
I hate FaceTime.
I hate
Disagree.
FaceTime too.
I hate FaceTime.
But he's also a huge FaceTime guy.
There's people like that, and that's fine, I guess. But
That's fine, I guess.
I hate FaceTime.
I'll be honest to everyone listening.
Who
That's
bothered.
no one needs to see my face, and a lot of the people that FaceTime put their phone down anyway, and it's like, or they're showing half their face.
I'd rather have my phone down and like I can be doing other things and have it on speaker.
Yes.
Right.
Agreed. I agree 100%.
Especially when it's
FaceTime.
such a simple thing like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Also, the
I don't
thing
need
about
to fucking
FaceTime
look at
is
you.
it never really loads. I feel like you never have full connection. It's awkward.
always lagging
You
behind.
look like a
It's
pile
always
of shit.
lagging.
You're looking at yourself 90% of the time.
Okay,
in the
is
bottom corner.
anyone on FaceTime looking at the person they're FaceTiming? For real. That's
So
fine mine.
Jake's argument is that FaceTime is better than
He
phone
is a
calls.
FaceTime
He is a
guy, though.
FaceTime guy for sure.
Yeah.
I hate FaceTime.
I do too.
I
I
don't
hate
prefer
FaceTime.
it. Definitely not. My other hot take is that I think martinis are bad. I don't think that they are very good.
What about an espresso
I was going to
martini?
say with the exception of espresso and chocolate martinis.
Say
Shout
that.
out the bar in our hometown. Got
Yep.
you. Got you.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Martinis?
I hate them.
They look
I love
they look better than they
martinis.
taste.
They just get you absolutely throttled.
I think that they look better than they taste.
That
You feel sophisticated drinking them like a dirty martini.
I was
You
gonna
feel like
say
a bad
if I
bitch,
do
but
a martini, it's like extra dirty. Like that thing's basically just an olive juice.
yeah.
Fair enough. All right, Steve, your hot takes. Let's hear it.
I think it's a hot take, but I really believe in it. Chipotle over Qdoba, and it's
Oh my
not
God,
even
wait,
close.
shut the fuck up. I was going to say that. Once we passed Chipotle today, I was going to say that. Chipotle over Qdoba, I agree.
It's not even close.
But-
It's not even fucking close.
But
There's
I
no
need
argument.
to say this while people are screaming in their car.
There's no argument.
Qdoba's queso and chips are way better.
I don't know.
Worlds better
I
than
don't know.
Chipotle's.
I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree
will
with that.
ask us 7 months ago, and I think we do agree with that. Ask us now.
Right.
Did you guys overdo
Swayed.
it or what?
No, I think Chipotle's chips are such better quality.
No, Qdoba's chips and Qdoba's queso way better, but Chipotle has it beat.
The
Qdoba's
ingredients
where
at Chipotle are second to none.
Exactly, I agree
it's
with
not
that.
even
They're way better.
close.
Yep, I agree with that.
Qdoba's the place you go when you're fucking hammered. Qdoba's Taco Bell, and Chipotle is La Tapatia. Like,
Chipotle, you like prefer. Like you go
Yeah,
there because you're
100%.
craving. I crave Chipotle more than I crave Qdoba.
all the
I
ingredients
don't
are
crave
better.
Qdoba.
I really don't.
I don't either. I only crave the chips
I
and
used
queso,
to
but
like
that's only
Qdoba because it
sometimes.
was all we had available to us, and I
Well,
just
right.
didn't know any better.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I just used to tell myself like Qdoba over Chipotle 100%.
Because it's like a
there's-
pride thing. It's
yes,
a Midwest thing.
it is. And
Yeah.
then it's just like, wait, I've actually eaten both of these things a lot of times, and it's not even close.
No, it's not close.
And a lot of these people that are listening in right now are not happy.
I'd say
'Cause
a
I
vast
know where
majority
a lot
are
of our,
disagreeing with
I
this
know
hot
where a
take.
lot of our friends stand on this.
Yeah.
100%. And I think it's because they don't know better. I did not know better. I was a huge Qdoba guy before.
I was ignorant until I tried Chipotle.
Literally.
A lot of the people that say Qdoba over Chipotle have never had Chipotle
Consistently,
enough times
right.
to make a fair decision.
I'll die on that hill.
I also will.
I will join you.
But
on
I
that.
will say Qdoba's chips and queso much better than Chipotle's. Maybe that's a hot take off of your hot
That
take.
might be.
Maybe.
I disagree, but
It is what we can agree.
it depends on the batch
Agree to
too.
disagree.
It
It does.
depends on the chip batch.
It does depend on
I
the
would
batch.
say Chipotle's better batch of chips beats Qdoba's best batch
you
of
don't
chips.
know
If you
what
put
you're
best
gonna
against
get.
best,
Right.
I'm taking Chipotle still on the chip game too.
But you never at Chipotle. Sometimes you get a dry batch.
Yep.
What's your guys' go-to chip?
I like a hint.
Like if you're picking up a bag of chips, what are you getting?
Oh
oh God.
I'm a fat kid. You gotta remember this. I used to just hound dog
Pork rinds.
I wish. No, Lay's original potato chips.
Oh, just you're an OG kind of guy.
Oh my
Simple.
God.
Love it
Give me
how
the
it is.
salt. Give me all the salt in the world.
I love the sweet chili lime Doritos. Or the hint of lime, just Tostitos.
I don't like tortilla chips plain at all. I don't think that they're very
It's
good.
a fair take. I feel like
Yeah.
they need a little
Yeah,
salsa.
I'm not.
A little salsa
yeah.
action, a little queso.
That's
yeah.
it.
Chips are
Interesting.
such a preference thing, though, that you can't possibly get mad
Chips
at.
are the
Is a
best.
Cheeto a chip?
Yes, I would consider Cheeto a
Cheetos
cheddar.
Have you ever
fucking
had
awesome.
Are you gonna say the jalapeno cheddar Cheetos?
a voodoo?
Oh,
What is the chip called?
Cheddar
Just a-
curls, I think.
Are they just called voodoo chips though?
Yeah. Have you had the voodoo ones?
no, I don't know what that is.
They're from they're from Louisiana.
Next time you see a voodoo, I think it's just a voodoo kettle cooked chip.
Is that
in
like
a
the
gas
brand is
station.
Voodoo?
Yes, voodoo.
Okay.
So good.
Gotta get it.
Interesting.
Unbelievable.
Love.
Amazing.
Wow, guys, we went through the whole podcast. We ran it back.
We really
did
did.
great.
5 times.
Sobered up a bit. I don't know. Do you guys have any final words of wisdom in your old age to say to my audience?
Quit fucking renting and buy a house as soon as you can.
Oh, wow. Look at you. Money moves.
Honestly, like
Renting is pissing in the fucking wind. I understand if you're just fresh out of college. I did it too. I just recently bought a house, but I learned so much about myself and financially about myself. That's just something that I've been preaching to people my age now is like, as soon as you can get off renting a place because you're literally just paying some douchebag landlord and getting them rich. Whereas if you buy a house, you are investing in yourself and you're investing in your future. You'll be able to sell that house or live in it forever. Do that as soon as you fucking can.
Love that.
well, yeah, Steve gave the actual answer. So I'll
Grebe,
give
what
the
were you gonna
cliche, just say take 10 years to graduate.
That's true too.
I love that. We'll leave it with that. I think that's all I have to say.
Me too.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. So much fun. Absolutely amazing. I love that you guys are in my college library right now. I think that's hilarious. But as always, remember to own who you are, mean what you say, and whatever you do, do it with emphasis, baby. I will see you next Tuesday.